Hi friend, welcome to the Income Tax Law Update. CBDT issued notification on 10th August 2022 prescribing books of the account and other document which is required to be kept and maintained by every fund, institution, trust, university, educational institution or hospital or medical institution which is required to keep and maintain books of account and other document under clause A of the 10th provision to the clause 23C of section 10 of the Act or subclause 1 of clause B of subsection 1 of section 12A of the Act. This provision is inserted by a new rule 17AA of the income tax rule, which is inserted after rule 17A, and in this rule there is a list of the document given which is required to be kept and maintained by the such given institution. Books of account which including the following: first, cash book; second, ledger; third, journal; and fourth, copies of the bills, whether machine number or otherwise serially number, or wherever such bills are issued by the SSC, and copies or counterfoils of the machine number or otherwise serially number receipt issued by the SSC, and fifth, original bills wherever issued to the person and receipt in respect of the payment made by the person, and six, any other books that may be required to be kept and maintained in order to give true and fair view of the state of the affairs of the person and explain the transaction effective. तो ये बुक्स लिस्ट ऑफ द बुक्स है जो मेंटेन करना है. यहाँ पर लिस्ट ऑफ द बुक्स दिए गए हैं, जैसे कि बिजनेस एंटिटी के लिए दिए हुए हैं आपको 44AA में आपके लिस्ट ऑफ बुक्स दिए हुए हैं. यहाँ पर बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट और अदर डॉक्यूमेंट जो है, जो चैरिटेबल इंस्टीट्यूशन, हॉस्पिटल, एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन, ट्रस्ट इंस्टीट्यूशन जो सेक्शन 12A और सेक्शन 10(23)(CA) के अंदर रजिस्टर हैं, तो उनके लिए बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट, मैंडेटरी बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट जो उनको मेंटेन करना है. दूसरा क्लॉज इसका कहता है कि बुक्स ऑफ द अकाउंट एज रिफर इन द क्लॉज ए, जो फर्स्ट आप देख रहे हैं लिस्ट ऑफ द बुक्स फॉर द बिजनेस अंडरटेकिंग रिफर इन सब सेक्शन 4 ऑफ सेक्शन 11 ऑफ द एक्ट, एंड बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट एज रिफर इन क्लॉज ए फॉर द बिजनेस कैरीड ऑन बाय द एसएससी अदर देन द बिजनेस अंडरटेकिंग refers to in subsection 4 of section 11 of the act. तो इन बोथ द केसेस ये जो 6 टाइप्स ऑफ द लिस्ट ऑफ द बुक्स हैं इसको मेंटेन करना है उनको. एंड अदर डॉक्यूमेंट फॉर मेंटेनिंग, कुछ अदर डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं जैसे कि रिकॉर्ड of all the project and institution run by the person containing details of the name, address and objectives. And second, record of the income of the person during the previous year. Record of the income of the person during the previous year in respect of first, voluntary contribution containing details of the name of the donor, address, PAN if available, and Aadhaar number if available. And second, income from property held under the trust referred to under section 11 of the Act along with the list of such properties. And third, income of fund or institution or trust or university, educational institution or hospital or medical institution other than the contribution referred in clause in item 1 and 2 ऊपर हमको छोड़कर. तो ये हैं यहाँ पर कुछ अदर डॉक्यूमेंट्स जो मेंटेन करने हैं यहाँ पे. उसके बाद रिकॉर्ड ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आउट ऑफ द इनकम ऑफ द पर्सन ड्यूरिंग द प्रीवियस ईयर. ड्यूरिंग द प्रीवियस ईयर आप पे जो आउट ऑफ द इनकम जो इसको अप्लाई करते हैं, तो उसके लिए क्या क्या यहाँ पर रिकॉर्ड रखना है उसको प्रीवियस ईयर के लिए, तो यहाँ पर लिस्ट दिए हुए हैं. पहला है कि एप्लीकेशन ऑफ द इनकम इन इंडिया. इंडिया में जो इनकम अप्लाई हुआ उसका डिटेल, उसमें डिटेल्स ऑफ द अमाउंट ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन, नेम एंड address of the person to whom any credit or payment is made and object for which such application is made. And second, amount credited or paid to any fund or institution or trust or university or other educational institution, hospital or other medical institution under the subsection under subclause 4, 5, 6, 6A of clause 23C of section 10 of the Act or other trust institution registered under section 12AA of the Act containing details of the name, address, PAN and object for which such credit or payment is made. And next, application of income outside India. यहाँ पर एप्लीकेशन ऑफ इनकम इन इंडिया, एप्लीकेशन ऑफ इनकम आउटसाइड इंडिया, जिसमें डिटेल होगा आपका अमाउंट ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन, नेम एंड एड्रेस ऑफ द पर्सन टू whom any credit or payment is made and object for which such application is made, and deem application of the income under clause 2 of explanation 1 of subsection 1 of section 11 of the act, containing details of the reason for availing such deemed application and income accumulated or set apart as per the provision of explanation third of the third provision to clause 23C of section 10 or section 2 of section 11 of the act, which has not been applied or deemed to be applied, containing details of the purpose for which such income has been accumulated. तो डीम्ड एप्लीकेशन का भी डिटेल देना है. मनी इन्वेस्टेड और डिपॉजिटेड इन द फॉर्म्स एंड मोड्स, जो सेक्शन 11 के सबसेक्शन 5 में फॉर्म्स एंड मोड्स दिए हैं, जहां पर आपको मनी इन्वेस्टेड या डिपॉजिटेड करना है, उसके डिटेल मेंटेन करने हैं. मनी इन्वेस्टेड और डिपॉजिटेड इन द फॉर्म्स एंड मोड्स अदर देन सेक्शन 11 subsection 5 given modes and forms. And next, record of the following out of the income of the person of any previous year preceding the current previous year. तो यहाँ पर प्रीवियस ईयर के लिए थे, और यहाँ पर प्रीवियस ईयर प्रोसीडिंग द करेंट प्रीवियस ईयर के लिए यहाँ पर डिटेल दिए गए हैं. तो ऊपर जो आप डिटेल देख रहे हैं, ऊपर देयर इज द 7 डिटेल, तो यहाँ पर आप देख रहे होंगे 5 डिटेल्स यहाँ पे दिए हुए हैं. यहाँ पे इसमें द प्रीवियस ईयर, यहाँ पे एप्लीकेशन ऑफ इनकम accumulated or set apart containing details of the year of the accumulation, amount of the application during the previous year. अगर कोई accumulated है आपका तो उसका डिटेल्स यहाँ पर आना है. और साथ ही नेम एंड एड्रेस ऑफ द पर्सन टू whom any credit or payment is made and object for which such application is made. And second, application out of the deemed application of the income and application other than the application under clause 1 and 2 जो ऊपर दिए हुए हैं. उसका मनी इन्वेस्टेड और डिपॉजिटेड इन द फॉर्म और मोड specified under section 11 subsection 5, and money invested or deposited in the forms and mode other than the specified in section 11 subsection 5. इसके बाद रिकॉर्ड ऑफ द वॉलंटरी कंट्रीब्यूशन विद और स्पेसिफिक डायरेक्शन दैट दे शैल फॉर्म पार्ट ऑफ द कॉर्पस. तो इसका जो वॉलंटरी कंट्रीब्यूशन जो कॉर्पस का पार्ट बनेगा, उसके लिए डिटेल क्या क्या मेंटेन करना है इसमें. तो कंट्रीब्यूशन रिसीव्ड ड्यूरिंग द प्रीवियस ईयर कंटेनिंग डिटेल्स ऑफ द नेम ऑफ द डोनर, एड्रेस, पैन इफ अवेलेबल, आधार इफ अवेलेबल, एप्लीकेशन आउट ऑफ द सच कंट्रीब्यूशन कंटेनिंग डिटेल्स ऑफ अमाउंट ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन, नेम, एड्रेस of the person to whom any credit or payment is made and object for which the application is made, and amount credited or paid towards corpus to any fund or institution or trust or university, or the forms and mode as specified under section 11 subsection 5 to in which such voluntary contribution received during the previous year is invested or deposited, or other than the section 11 subsection 5 वहाँ पर इन्वेस्टेड और डिपोजिटेड किया गया होगा. उसके बाद एप्लीकेशन आउट ऑफ सच वॉलंटरी कंट्रीब्यूशन रिसीव्ड ड्यूरिंग द एनी प्रीवियस ईयर प्रीसीडिंग द प्रीवियस ईयर containing details of the amount of application, name and address of the person to whom any credit or payment is made and object for which application is made. Amount credited or paid towards corpus to any fund or institution or trust university out of such voluntary contribution received during any year preceding the previous year, containing details of the name, address, PAN and object for which such credit is made or payment is made. Forms and mode as specified under section 11 subsection 5 in which such voluntary contribution received during the any previous year preceding the previous year is invested or deposited, or money invested or deposited in the forms and mode other than the specified under section 11 subsection 5, and amount invested or deposited back in such voluntary contribution which was applied during any preceding previous year and not claimed as application, including details of the forms and mode as specified under section 11 subsection 5 in which such voluntary contribution is invested or deposited. इसके बाद रिकॉर्ड ऑफ द कंट्रीब्यूशन रिसीव फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ रिनोवेशन और रिपेयर ऑफ द टेम्पल, मॉस्क, गुरुद्वारा, चर्च और अदर प्लेस notified under section 80G subsection 2B which is being treated as corpus in respect of the contribution received during the previous year, detailing containing details of the name of the donor, address, PAN and Aadhaar if available, and contribution received during any previous year preceding the previous year treated as the corpus during the previous year, containing details of the name, donor, address, PAN if available and Aadhaar if available. amount credited or paid towards corpus to any fund or institution or trust or any university or other education institution or hospital, other medical institution referred under section clause 4 and 5 or 6 of section 6A of clause 23C of section 10 or 12 AP. And forms and mode as specified under section 5 of section 11 in which such corpus received during the previous year is invested or deposited, and other than the forms and mode as specified under section 11 subsection 5 where money invested or deposited, in which such corpus received during the previous year invested or deposited, and application of such corpus received during any previous year preceding the previous year containing details of the details. Amount credited to the paid to towards corpus or fund institution or trust university or the education institution, hospital, medical institution out of such voluntary contribution received during any year preceding the previous year containing details of the name, address, PAN and object for which such credit or payment is made. The forms and mode as specified in subsection 5 of section 11 of the corpus. Record of the loans and borrowing in this category containing information regarding amount and date of loan and borrowing, amount and date of the repayment, name of the person from whom loan is taken, address of the lender, PAN and Aadhaar if available of the lender. Application out of the such loan or borrowing containing details of the amount of income, name and address of the person to whom any credit or payment is made, an object for which such application is made, an application out of such loan or borrowing received during any previous year preceding the previous year containing details of the amount of application, name and address of the person to whom such any credit or payment is made, a repayment of the loans and borrowing which was applied during any previous year and not contain claim as application during the previous year, record of the properties held by the assessee with respect to the following: immovable property containing details of the nature, address and properties, cost of execution of asset, registration document of the asset, transfer of such property, net consideration utilized and acquired the new capital asset, movable property including details of the income and cost of acquisition of the asset, and record of the specified person as referred in subsection 3 of section 13 of the Act, here containing details of the name, address, PAN, Aadhaar if available, transaction undertaken by the fund, institution or trust or university, and any other document containing any other relevant information. So here above given the list of the prescribed document, books of account and other document which is required to be maintained and keep and maintained by the such institution, and books of account, other document as specified subsection 1 may be kept in written form or in electronic form or in digital form or as print out of the data stored in electronic form or in digital form or any other form of the electromagnetic data storage device. The books of account and other document referred under subsection 1, sub rule 1 shall be kept and maintained at the register office or where any or all of the books of account or other document may be kept at such other place in India as the management may decide but may by way of the resolution, and where such resolution is passed the fund or institution or trust or education institution, hospital or other education within 7 days thereof intimate the jurisdictional AO in writing giving the full address of the other place, and other such intimation shall be duly signed and verified by the person who is authorized to verify under section of return of the income under section 140. The books of account and other document shall be kept and maintained for a period of the 10 years from the end of the relevant assessment year, provided that where the assessment in respect of any assessment year has been reopened under section 147 within the period as specified in section 149, the books of account and other document which were kept and maintained at the time of the reopening of the assessment shall continue to be so kept and maintained till the assessment so reopened has become final. Thank you so much for watching this update. You may refer notification link on in description box. You may go through details given in the notification. Thank you so much.